Welcome back to Hippie B's Good News, guys.
What up, what up?
An aquarium in Henderson, North Carolina is home to a round stingray who has mysteriously become pregnant, despite not having sharing a tank with a male stingray in over 8 years.
Someone's sneaking in, dude.
I know, dude. I read about it, and there was there's this thing where females of certain species of animals
Can make their own babies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but are the stingrays that?
Well,
maybe.
It hasn't been reported in this specific species, the round stingray.
Yeah.
But in other species it has. And in sharks it has. And the theory, because there's 2 sharks in the tank with her, is that the sharks impregnated it. But
it's gonna be like a liger of like a stingray. That sounds like dangerous. That's Jurassic Park shit, dude.
And it's gonna be born here in about 2 weeks, and we'll find out.
Yeah.
But the theory, is that it's gonna be a liger or whatever.
If they just find out that sharks and stingrays can have babies.
Well, that's the thing is researchers say that shit is impossible.
Yeah.
That 1, the genitalia don't match up, and 2, the DNA don't match up. So the only other theory is that it was some neurogeneticist or some big ass name for it, but yeah, it's females that when they're making the egg, there's this small cell that gets mixed in there where it then can produce an offspring.
Yeah.
Close, not identical, but close to almost like a clone.
Right. Well, I just found out that ligers can't have babies with other ligers.
Yeah, no.
So they can literally mate and become a liger, but after that, there's not you can't.
Yeah, it's like mules.
Yeah.
Mules the same way. A horse and a donkey. Once you get your.
Did we listen to the same podcast?
I don't know. That's a thing that I just know.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo, but yeah, dude, it'll be fun. I hope that's a stingray shark.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Bro.
That's scary though.
That'd
That's like
be
Sharknado. I saw this video is some India or something like that, and this dude's just stepping on a stingray and just pushing it into the mud, and it literally just moves its tail over and barely touches his foot and just fucking drops him. And I knew that stingrays. Obviously Steve Irwin
I was just
killed
gonna
him.
say that's how I got him.
But that was a big ass one. That was they obviously had venom and stuff like a scorpion or something. But
I think they said they do have venom.
Yeah.
But I think they said Steve Irwin just got hit directly in the chest, bro.
Yeah, he got hit in the heart.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. All right, I gotta stop cussing so much too, because I really want us to do a kids.
Yeah.
Or at least be able to be seen by kids.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, kids deserve to hear this news too.
Researchers at West Virginia University developed Stickbug, a 6-armed pollinating robot, with the long-term goal of the robots being able to take care of individual crops efficiently.
Why do they need to make little robots? Why can't they just drop pollination from a drone or something?
Oh, I read it. So
They have to get inside of there and crawl into the flower or something?
well, for some pollinating
Yeah.
things,
Well, I guess bees, they literally go in, they just rub up on it real quick.
Well, bees, actually the way that works, bro, it's super interesting. So first off, flowers are bright colors.
Yeah.
Because bees look in UV wavelengths.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they can spot bees, right? And when you look at a flower, usually it'll go gradually into the center of the flower.
Yep.
And that actually guides the bee into the center of the flower where the sugar is produced.
Okay.
And while it's eating the sugar that's produced by the flower, it then benefits just basically by accident,
Yeah.
The plant wants it to happen, but the bee, just because it's there, gets it stuck on its fur and then travels
It's
around.
like a symbiotic relationship of birds eating seeds and then bringing them places and pooping them out.
Yeah, and not even on purpose.
Yeah.
But the plant obviously did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, well, I guess that's why honeybees have so much fur on them, because when they're going in the flower, the pollen connects on the fur too, and then they can collect more. It's basically like a little backpack for them. They just stuff it in there.
Yep. And
crazy.
White flowers get pollinated by moths. So at nighttime is when white flowers are opened up usually, and it's because they get pollinated by moths.
That's nuts, dude. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. But yeah, these robots are basically to help with the decline in
Honeybees.
insect pollinators,
Yeah.
all kinds of different pollinators.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because I've heard bees are going extinct since literally like the Bee movie came out and Jerry was making.
They're having this thing called colony collapse, and it's a virus. It's a mix between a lung virus and a mite virus.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that are trying to fix it. Me included, when I was studying, like that was what I really looked forward to. I like studied coprophilic fungi that could then be you could inoculate the fungi with this mycelium that would benefit bees, because it does benefit bees, and they look out for it. And if I were able to maybe produce this in like deer, then deer could run around the forest dropping this coprophilic fungi that then bees could just in the wild forage for, and that would give them basically antibiotics to them. Yeah, it was a cool project I worked on.
Got one right there. I thought I had a sneeze, and I was trying to stare at the light to open the sinuses up.
I thought you were getting bored as fuck. I was like, yeah, I know it's boring,
no,
but I fucking
like,
love it.
I was fading out a little bit.
All right, hold on.
Researchers in Spain developed a copper coating that makes touchscreens antibacterial surfaces, called transparent nanostructured copper surface, or TANCS for short.
Yeah, it's crazy that there's like metals that are just like antibacterial just in general.
Yeah, bro. Copper, that was another thing that I worked on at school. I thought it would be really smart to have copper handles, door handles everywhere, and copper toilet seats. I was like, why is that not a fucking thing, you know? Like,
because nobody's getting sick from sitting on a toilet. Once it becomes an issue,
it still grosses me out, but my professor told me that it's not safe because then we would get all kinds of antibacterial resistant bacteria. Yeah, because you have so many different manipulations or modifications to one set of germs when you put millions of them down there.
Right. That's like overusing hand sanitizer or something like that.
Exactly. That's exactly.
And then you're just gonna get sick with everything.
Yeah. Well, it would work for a little while, and then somebody would like contract some gnarly disease. Like, who knows what could happen?
Get Ebola 2.0.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty cool, man, with the touchscreens. I'm always worried about how dirty my phone is.
Right. Well, I remember, like, right when COVID started up, they were selling, like, these light things that sent, like, UV lights that were antibacterial, and it literally would just fit your phone in there. You put it in there, and then, the lights would just, like, kill the things. I mean.
Yeah, that's dope. That's basically what they're trying to do, huh? But just have it on your screen all the time. I wonder if that will make bacteria that's super anti-resistant, though.
Yeah, I mean, if it's all dying, though, and none of it's surviving, it can't evolve.
Yeah, but that's not how evolution works, right? It's just one little germ that for some reason had a manipulation in its DNA that was different from all the rest, and that one was able to survive, and then it replicates and everything.
Yeah, but I guess it would have to be, like, in a broad spectrum for it to affect, like, the entirety of the germ, you know?
Yeah, and it's very individualistic. So it's like my phone, I'm not really, if I'm resistant already to that bacteria because I obviously put it on there, then it should probably be okay for me personally. But if you grab my phone and it has like some kind of thing that your body isn't used to, that might fuck it up. Yeah. But people don't really share phones
I've
like that.
never cleaned my phone ever too. And I'm sure like other people have never cleaned their phone too, and if I ever like grab someone's phone, like that shit hands.
Bro, that's like, you've never cleaned your phone?
No, dude, never.
Dude, I'd take like an alcohol pad to my phone like twice a week, bro.
No, not me.
Oh my god.
But I mean, I don't get sick either, so like obviously it's working.
As he says with a stuffy nose,
it's
bro.
Just, it's a little my little germ pocket right there, dude. I just keep it on me. Keep that thing on me.
That's wild.
I'll start, I guess.
All right. Scientists in Hong Kong created robot snails for future space exploration. They can move independently using tracks and work together to climb.
So it's not a snail. It just looks like a snail then?
Just robot snail. I mean, if you were to...
So it just got like it's like a little tiny tank.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a football helmet.
Yeah?
With robotic
Get a pet Gary or something.
Yeah.
Remember those robot dogs growing up? Like
kind of like that, and they like butt up to each other and connect, and kind of make like little trains or something. It looked kind of cool. It was interesting.
human centipede for robots.
Had like suction cups in the front that would attach to the back of another robot.
Yep.
And then they could literally just grab things and carry more things and stuff. It looked pretty cool, like tiny little trains.
It's awesome.
All right. Scientists in Czech Republic have developed nano robots that clean microplastics and bacteria from water.
Good. About time.
That's freaking cool. They use magnets to control them. And they just put them in there. They grab onto whatever bacteria or microplastics.
Yep.
And just suck it right out.
I remember hearing about that in probably like 2014, 2015. That's probably when they had the idea for it.
Maybe.
And so maybe they're actually like developing it now and like getting it done with.
Yeah, and apparently they can reuse the plastics and stuff that they take out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because there's like that garbage island that's like out in the Pacific, and it's literally just like, I was looking up pictures of it the other day, and it's just boats just traveling through like a bunch of water bottles and shit all over the place.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
the
because
currents
it's like
get
not...
it and accumulate it in one spot, you know, because all the currents is basically just like...
Well, they say that it's not technically like an island, but it's like an area that's as big as Texas that just has garbage basically every foot or something, you know, just floating around. But I've never seen it.
Yeah, there's definitely spots where it's like, and I've always thought too, like, why don't they just get that and then they can make bricks out of it and just like create more land mass, you know what I mean? But I guess like, so Dubai did that. They made that.
Like a garbage island or
Yeah,
something?
well, so like just making like a new land mass in general, like Dubai has like, it's like called like Palm Tree Island or something like that. And it just comes off of the coast and they have like hotels and stuff built on it. And apparently it's like falling apart now. But if they were able to like do that and at least like recycle it with like recycled plastics and then just make bricks out of it, I mean, it floats, you know, just
Yeah, for real.
like anchor it to the bottom, call it a day. But I mean, I'm sure, I don't know the science behind it. I'm sure there's some way to not do that, but
yeah,
it's like if we ever get to like an overpopulation problem though, just like build out more land.
Yeah, well, and it's funny too because you think like, oh, it's such an easy, simple idea. But I bet you it's such an easy, simple idea that some smart guy has tried it, and there's a reason why it's not
I mean, I'm sure the maintenance, and then when it does go, it's like the whole thing's just going to sink, and then everyone's going to die. So they're just like, we're not even going to risk it.
Well, shit, you know what'd be cool?
What?
Is if they could get the nano robots to collect the plastic and then specifically build shit with it.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
Yeah, they have like Lego houses now too, where like that's what they could do because they build it into like these big concrete blocks, and then they just build the house out of it with that. And apparently, it's way easier to build. It's way more like structurally sound, and it's literally like some kid who played with Legos became an engineer and decided to just do full buildings with it.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope. All right. The city of Kyle, Texas will be attempting to break the world record for largest same name, first name only gathering on May 18th, 2024 at the Kyle Fair.
Dude, I feel like they break that record every year. They're just trying to break their own.
Attempting, yes. It's like the 4th year in a row that they've attempted this.
Just a bunch of Monster Energy and like dirt bikes cruising around.
Kyles, bro. And in Texas.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Well, that's like the one name that is so like synonymous with like being like a dirtbag degenerate, like
dude,
like Monster Energy drinking Mountain Dew kid, you know?
Have you seen what's his name? He's like a YouTube star, and he does like Kyle with
Trevor Wallace.
Trevor Wallace, bro. That video of his Kyles, those things are hilarious.
Yeah, that guy's good. He made Ain't No Laws with White Claws or whatever. That's like his saying that he started. And then I guess like he was saying there was like a bunch of T-shirts that started getting made with that logo on it. He didn't get any of the money from it. He's like, that was like my #1 video, and I got nothing from it.
Got ripped.
Yeah.
I wonder if he would have gone for it if White Claw would have come after him.
They did. And so he slightly changed the wave of the logo because he was selling shirts that said Ain't No Laws with White Claws, and it was just like a slight variant of the White Claw logo.
That's hilarious. All right. Oh, good news, bro. Reba is on Netflix. And Hulu. You ever watch Reba?
I remember it being on like Nick at Night.
Dude.
And watching like bits and pieces, but never really got into Reba.
Dude, I got so into Reba, bro. Yeah. It's a good show. Yep. And I saw that it was on Netflix. I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. All right. 2 New Orleans teenagers, Casilia Johnson and Nakia Jackson, have achieved a remarkable mathematical breakthrough by finding trigonometric proof for Pythagorean theorem?
Isn't Pythagorean's theorem like a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just finding like the area of a three-dimensional object or something like that?
Yeah, but
or some sort of something?
No.
Finding the
Square,
area,
yeah.
it's finding the side lengths.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I'm not a math guy. Math can suck my butt.
Well, apparently you weren't able to prove it with trigonometric ways.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying that right, Carlson?
With
Trigonometric? Trigonometric? Okay. Trigonometric. Okay.
Yeah.
But now apparently they can prove it.
So
That's
there's
fucking dope.
probably going to be a new... I'm glad I had to learn that, dude.
Is that something that you had to learn what these girls did?
No, I mean, everyone just knows Pythagorean theorem.
No, but I mean like how they proved it or whatever. It's not like no big math news. Guess the math nerds don't care either. I thought it was cool. Okay,
Even the math nerds don't care. Math is so boring, the math nerds don't care when there's a breakthrough.
Fuck, as long as it works, we're using it.
Alrighty, guys, now we're going to do our taste test for the best. We're doing mozzarella cheeses.
Emotes.
3 different companies. We're going to see which are the best. All right. First off, by looks, this middle one looks the best already.
Wet as hell.
Yeah. This one's kind of yellow. What
I gotta take my Zen out real quick.
Oh, he's got to take his Zen out real quick. So now he'll know which one tastes the best with wintergreen flavoring.
Not smooth, dude. I'm a smooth guy.
Alrighty, we're going to try that one first.
Yeah, Uno.
Alrighty.
It's got kind of a little stank to it.
Okay. I know exactly what that one is. So I'm not even going to say anything.
Yeah. I'll give it, once again, not guessing what it is, straight ranks from the kid. Comparing it to I'm comparing it to like cheese sticks, because cheese sticks are bomb. That's my 10.
I think those are usually mozzarella too.
Oh, they're Mott's, bro. They're Mott's.
We went a little bit higher quality with all of them.
Yeah, you can tell that it's like a higher quality because it does have like that cheesy stank to it, you know? Like that's the high quality cheeses. They kind of bite you a little bit.
Bro.
But I'll give that like a solid 7.2.
That's the goat cheese.
I fuck with goat cheese.
Yeah.
Big goat cheese.
That little tang in the back, that's the goat cheese, brother.
Have you ever had goat before? Like goat?
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
I
goat
used to
leg?
raise goats, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious, dude. There's this Somalian restaurant back home, and they had goat. Amazing, dude. Big fan.
All right, numero dos.
All right, the wet one.
That goat one is pretty good. I already know it is. I already know that is.
That's more cheese stick-esque. That's what I'm looking for.
That's so funny because there is something to that goat one that was pretty good, bro.
8.3.
That's a really good one. I'm going to go for a second one on that.
Yeah, hit me too.
I already know that's the, I already know which one that is. She'll tell us the companies later. I think that's the fanciest one, the BelGioso or something.
8.2.
BelGioso.
All right. Hi, puppy. More stringy.
This one's definitely like a string cheese.
I don't know. This might be.
I think I'm going to get these right on the nose.
It might be my favorite. This might be my favorite.
This one might be your favorite. It's definitely like, if you like string cheese, yeah, if you like cheese stick, that's the one.
8.5.
Okay, I'm grading first place in the middle there.
Let me get goated again.
Second place is going to be the goat cheese for me.
I just want to live in it. I just want to curl up in a little ball.
There's something so weird about it, but it's really good. You try the goat cheese, Carlson? Want to try it? Take a little piece.
What'd you think, Carlito? The tang? Do you feel the tang?
Yeah, there's like goat cheese.
Wow.
Well,
really, really descriptive.
Well, usually just regular goat cheese is like a lot goatier than that. I find that one's like subtle, kind of.
A little bit of scrotum.
Yeah,
A little bit of scrotum.
for sure.
You've tasted it, huh?
He's like, I taste it every morning.
It's like I know exactly what
I
scrotum
wake up in
tastes
the
like,
morning, I get
and that
that.
tastes a little bit like scrotum.
A little famunda in the morning. Bro, speaking of
Nut cheese, huh?
speaking of Carlito eating his famunda, I was biking home the other day, and I was on campus, and there's this big dude. He's just standing by like one of the bridges on campus, and he's just digging in his ass, like literally scratching his cheeks, dude.
That.
and no, he literally, so he's scratching, and then he goes like this,
What the?
and is just rubbing it around on his nose, and I'm just staring at him, and so I bike past him.
Why are you watching?
Oh, dude, I wanted him to
Staring
know.
at him?
I wanted him to know what he did was wrong, and so I literally just stare at him, and I just make eye contact with him the entire time I'm biking past him, and then I pass him, and then I look back, and I shake my head, and I was like, I hope he knows that he can't just be itching his cheeks in public like that.
Bro, that's wild. And then smelling it. Who smells them afterwards?
Bro,
Why?
he didn't just smell
It's
it.
gonna smell like ass. It's your ass,
He
bro.
rubbed it. He rubbed it like this, dude. Like he was really getting in there. He might have even gave it a little.
Oh my god.
Like it was disgusting. But
Back to the goat cheese.
yeah,
Back to the cheese.
Shout out to the freaks
Yeah,
on
fucking
Central
weird.
Washington campus,
All right.
or not shout out, whatever the opposite of a shout out is.
Okay, so I'm going numero uno. Okay, what are the three companies, Carlson? We have Tillamook, which is going to be this mozzarella tasting one. I know it. BelGiosioso in the middle.
Bella Carpa goat cheese.
And Bella Carpa goat cheese.
Bellagio, is that what it is?
BelGioso.
It sounds like the guys who made it are trying so hard to be Italian,
I
and they're
know.
trying so hard to be like, oh, let's give it a fancy name.
Probably from Canada, bro.
Yeah, for sure. The freaking Canucks, dude.
Alrighty, well, thank you. Well, guys, thanks for joining us this week. Until next time.
Yeah,
Peace.
buddy.